Today we are playing an unexpected game. It's going to be Clark County. Now I know I've jumped around a lot, went from Mano County 5M back to Mano County to Clark County now. And I assure you I'm still going to be active in Mano County and will be posting videos there shortly. However, I've been playing a lot of Clark County, been enjoying my time there, and wanted to show you all how I've been making all of the money I've made so far. As someone who just got into the community, I wanted to show everyone how to make their money, make their profits. Hope you all enjoy this video. Hope you all enjoy this tutorial, really. And I hope to see you all in my live streams and other videos. Thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to break the ice and say that this method is going to be over cargo hauling. It is one of my personal favorite ways to make money legally, as it is safe, consistent, and has the least amount of likelihood that you will get blown up. That is a big issue in Clark County. Car bombs, jerry bombs, anything of the sort can ruin your day. So make sure to keep that in mind while you're doing any activity. Eventually, I will start doing criminal ways to make money. However, I just want to go over the legal ways first, as that is my primary way of making money and primary way of playing. However, eventually I want to go over the criminal ways for all you little rascals out there doing all that crime. First thing you want to do if you wish to transport large sums of cargo is to go to the MSP station to buy a CDL. This will unlock the three primary ways of transporting through the K-Truck, Box Truck, and Enforcer. They all have a lot of cargo room, with the K-Truck having about 750 pounds, the Enforcer 1,500 pounds, and the Box Truck, I honestly do not know. I'm going to guess it's about 1,000 to 1,250. Do not know exactly, so don't hold me to that. However, if you do not want a CDL, or do not want any of these vehicles, don't buy a CDL. You can't buy a CDL if you are a tourist. For any tourist out there trying to do this method, you cannot buy a CDL. My suggestion is to buy the logger or lodger van, or any van in reality. They all have a good amount of storage. You're not going to make as much money, but you're definitely going to make money. Now, once you do have your CDL, or however wish, you need to head to the CDL dealership in New Flanders. Here's a map showcasing where exactly it is. Here, you are going to buy your CDL trucks and also spawn them in, with exception of the K-Truck, as you could spawn them at any regular dealership. The vans give me a bit more trouble. The lodger van does not. I could spawn them at dealerships. It's very strange. I don't understand it, but that's my experience. With this vehicle, you're going to head to the port, and make sure before you head to the port, or once you get to the port, that you hit the ATM. Make sure that you get all of your cash. Most you can get is 30,000. Make sure you have a lot of cash on you, as that's the only way you're going to be able to buy stock. You cannot buy it through your bank account. And keep in mind, the port can be very busy at times. There's port authority and everything, so make sure you respect them, respect other people at the port. We're all trying to make money here. Once you get there, you're going to see a sign, a LED sign that's going to be counting down from a number. Whenever it hits 0, this is when all of the stock restocks at those ports. I don't know if this is linked to Napi, for example. I don't know if it's linked to that. However, I do know it is linked to the 4 main stocking areas. These stocking areas are oil, consumer goods, medical, and firearms and ammunition. In my opinion, consumer goods and firearms and ammunition are just not worth it. Medical and oil are where it's at. However, between the two, I think medical stock is the best, as you risk the least and make a great profit nonetheless. You make about 625 per cargo. Others will argue that oil is better, in which theoretically it is, as you make a larger profit of about a 700 per cargo, give or take. However, in order to make this profit, you must go across the map all the way to Woodbury, right next to the Napi house, in plain view of them. So it's really high risk chance, due to being in such close vicinity to one of the main criminal areas, that you're going to get shot at or blown up. That's just the harsh truth. And that's the reason I don't do it anymore, is because I had to deal with that so much. With medical stock, you will instead just stay inside of the areas of Lander and head to the hospital, where nobody tends to stick around. There's no dealerships or anything of the sort, like criminal dealers or anything. There's one down the road, but nobody really goes to it. And if they do, they won't see you. But that's the reason I enjoy medical more over oil, is just the risk and reward. Right here are going to be 2 diagrams on how to get from the stocking areas at the port all the way to the hospital. One of those is going to go through the tunnel, which personally I don't like, because you're going to be smack dab in the middle of Lander, and I've been shot multiple times going through this route. Alternatively, You could go down the highway, going through the trucking route legally and making a U-turn at Fort Standish and heading through the highway and back, which I personally prefer just due to the fact that I don't get shot as much. So do whichever or figure out your own route. Any of those work. Now, you finally made it to the hospital. Make sure to try and position your vehicle's inventory to this glass over here. This is how I do it with the Enforcer. You could do it with the van just by backing up or any vehicle with their inventory to the rear. I really don't know if this is permitted. I've checked the rules multiple times, seen other people doing it, never saw anyone get in trouble for it, so I'm going to imagine it's okay. But at this point, all you got to do is sell your cargo at the front desk and enjoy your sweet cash. Try not to get blown up during this. Maybe have someone sit outside watching if someone's pulling up with a blown up car or anything of the sort. Maybe, try and avoid that. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it was very informative. Other than that, make sure you check out my streams, check out my other channels. I'm going to start uploading Clark County content, Mano County content, and all sorts of content. So hope to see you guys around.